to the 75 subscriber special. Yay! Yeah, and I mean, I know it's like pretty late because pretty sure 2 days ago I checked my phone and we were at 79. Yeah, 79, and now we're at 81. So I thank you very, very much. Now in this video, got some lore to give you. I've also got a war video, as you can see. The German Empire is back. Now this, of course, isn't the original German Empire series, which built up the channel from 0 subscribers to 26 to 33 to 36, all the way to 58. Now this is just the normal German Empire coming back. And to start off with the lore, in the German Empire series, even though I didn't colour in or did the borders, Germany did actually have colonies. You wouldn't have seen them because I didn't do them, but they actually did have colonies. But what happened basically is that they didn't want to be a European colonial power, so they just gave them all independence. That's the backstory for the German colonies in the German Empire series, guys. Now, I've got plans for the future because I have two video ideas, and I've got plans for a Discord, maybe even turning the comments on, get a community post, all that stuff, so you guys can get more involved with the channel. It just takes some time though, so be patient. Also, there is the videos which I'm going to be planning out is a World War I and a World War II oversimplified, and if these videos get enough support, my brain is slowly braining, give it a second. If these videos get enough support, then I will do a Cold War video. I mean, recently, as the time I'm recording this is Saturday, the latest video has 410 views. We have finally gotten over the 200 mark, and it's literally the most popular video in my entire channel, and I cannot thank you enough. I thank you all for subscribing, liking, watching the videos. Yeah, that's really it. Anyway, I'll probably think of more stuff to say, but we have the German Empire here, and in today's 75 subscriber special, they're gonna go ham on Europe. Now, the German Empire military economy is really big, and they can easily take on Luxembourg. That's easy W. But they can't take on Belgium because France will be like, oh no, not this again. And then they'll have a quick attack. And Germany's not quite ready for France yet. And I don't really want to invade the Netherlands, because why would you invade the Netherlands? You know, you could get an ally at them. But what you can do is also invade Denmark, but that would get a lot of things. Also, there's no NATO, no alliances, none of that. Don't invade Poland, that's a bad idea. So where do you go other than Luxembourg? You go to the Lithuanians. Now, this is easy W in Luxembourg. And the Germans push out, they capture the remaining coastline of the Lithuanians. The Lithuanian army is completely dead with morale. And they capture Vintus, which is the Lithuanian capital, and Lithuania just has to sign for peace, because why in the world would you keep on fighting? And there we are. We have a peace treaty. Now the Germans, they could expand southward, they could unite the German people, which they basically have other than the Austrians and the Czechians and the Slovakians and some Austro-Italians. Yeah, all the stuff there. But what do they want? They want to kill Russia, because we are actually going to factor in something from real life in the scenario, and that is the Russia-Ukrainian war. Here we are, we have the Russians and the Belarusians. We will get the front lines in a second, but if we look up north, we have Russia, since there is no alliances, going ham, and down south also going ham, because the Russians are mentally unstable. Here is the rough front lines, along with Abkhazia and the other one over here, which I've forgotten. Give me a sec. South Ossetia and Abkhazia. And the Russians, which have brought the Belarusians into this war, there's a lot of Russians, are destroying the Ukrainian army since there is no support for Ukraine. However, they do not capture Kiev. They do encircle a huge amount of their army, and Ukraine's morale has completely dropped to 0. They also capitulate basically all of the Georgians, and the Georgians fall. And they also take Tallinn, which is the capital of Estonia, and they push towards Riga, but that push is halted when we have someone joining the war, aka the new German Empire, guys. Yay! So through their puppet, they absolutely smack the Belarusians and capture Minsk. to which Belarus has their own uprising, and they absolutely destroy the Russians. Russia makes haste in advancing into their lost territories, which is too late, as the Belarusians down south, which have switched sides, have just taken ground. Now, what's the situation between Ukraine and the other Baltic country known as Latvia, and the Belarusians and the Germans? Well, you see, they have officially decided to join forces, and it's at this point where Russia is absolutely going to die. They annex all their occupied lands, but that's going to do absolutely nothing when you have the German war machine at your front doorstep. And what is that I hear? I think I hear something, guys. I think it's a bunch of random countries joining the war because they can. They'll get land in the peace treaty. And it's at this point where they start rapidly advancing into Russia. They capture the Caucasian fields, and Russia is dying severely. They do not have the CSTO to help them. Well, they capture major cities such as Rostov-on-Don, and they have a push towards Moscow, and it's at this point that the people rise up, a Siberian state is formed, and Russia collapses. Yay! Well, it's alliance mayhem for most of the Russians, and the Japanese, which occupied some land, the Finnish, the Ukrainians, the Belarusians, which lost some land, and the Latvians and the Estonians. Now, Germany doesn't really want to do very much because they want to be friends with the Netherlands. In fact, they make an ally of them. They improve relations with the entirety of Europe, and they are focusing on the goal for peace and prosperity. You know what they even do? They even start intervening in Africa to stop all their random civil wars and human rights problems. So yeah, they do that, and it's alliance domination and world peace domination, as the entirety of NATO just randomly joins out of nowhere, and the Germany is very happy. Now, what they have happening next is a good peace agreement to hand over some German majority lands in Czechia, aka the Sudetenland. So yeah, they hand over those majority lands, along with Germany and Austria being allowed to unite. Flashbacks are happening with France, but they are now in alliance with Germany, and Germany will never betray them now. Right, guys, they'll never betray them now. They also annex a piece of land from Poland, and basically it becomes world peace. The world becomes like Switzerland, as even though Germany isn't really, I didn't really colour in the alliance, but the entire world is at peace and at trading, other than that there's a thing which is called communism in China and North Korea, and all of Chinese allies have not joined yet, but the people have revolutions, and eventually it's just China and North Korea, and then eventually, after some rebellions and some letting free-ins of Tibetans and Xinjiangans, aka East Kurdistan, and Manchurians for no random reason, and some Hong Kong and Macau's which unite, and a random piece of China which goes to Taiwan, and also a random piece of China which goes to Vietnam. You know, all this stuff, all this jazz. The entire world just decides, let's stop all the war, and we have world peace, which is not very common in my videos. Everyone, and I mean every single country on the planet, joins the German alliance, except for Switzerland, because they are still neutral, because you can never beat the Swiss when they're neutral, because they're just too neutral. It may not sound like it in my videos, but I actually, even though, well, my main content is war, I actually do want peace in the world, but apparently that can't happen. I'm not sure if humanity will ever find peace, but in this alternative scenario where the German empires come back, they do. And Germany is so kind enough that they let their colonies go free, they let Lithuania go free, and they're just this, and they will stay like this forever. And in this alternative world there is peace. Now, before we go, I do have plans, and I will show you them. And let's just get rid of this port in China, so just give me a second. So here is my to-do list. Now, of course you do not know this, but I've already got a second alternative future of World War II. That has been checked off, it just needs editing. I need to update this. The World Reset, I need to edit. I've already edited it, but I'm debating on getting music. Zombie is needing to edit. German Empire. PS, law. Wonder if anyone will solve this. I bet you will. Anyway, Age of History. I have some videos planned. Empires, of course, I have some videos planned and some videos recorded. Ohio, yeah, Chad had a Giga Chad army. We're now gonna go Ohio. We need the 1815 series edited. Western Clash 1 year. Yeah, that's gonna happen once a year because I know none of you really looked at it. And World War One. Yes, I have an alternative World War One that is on the way. These are all spoilers, by the way. But these are the things that I need to do. I need to add a lot more things in the process, and I need to update this map dramatically. So yeah, other than that, I'd like to thank you guys for getting us to 75 subscribers. It's such a big goal. And maybe at 100 subscribers, we will be doing a Q&A. You can give me a question like, what was your goals when you first started the channel? Something like that. Just give me those questions and I'll answer them unless they're too personal. Then I won't answer them. And if I think I can answer them, even if they're too personal, I'll answer a rough estimation not to give away, like my location, because I ain't gonna tell you my house. Never gonna tell you my house. I'll tell you what province I live in, but I ain't gonna tell you my house or where my street is because that is just no. Never gonna tell my name either. So yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for 75 subscribers. And also at 100, I think I'll show you guys how I actually make my mapping videos. So get us there. We're at 81. We are pretty close. Also, it has come to my attention that it's been officially 1 year. I'm going to make another video about that. But yeah, it's been 1 year. In 1 year, we have gained 81 subscribers, and I'm so happy for that. I would like to thank you so much again. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!